today I will be reviewing Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 7. So somebody really needs to tell Jackie Christie that there's a difference between being crazy with an I at the end or crazy with a Y at the end. So let's talk about it. Jackie. Jackie has been on the show longer than anybody else besides Shawnee. Yeah, she's been on that show forever. Her shit starting game should be down pat. I mean, she should be able to do it with her eyes closed, okay? But her game is slipping. It's slipping a lot. And I don't even think she's aware that it's slipping because she's always buzzing off the brown juice. Remember, that's I ain't say that. She said she loves the brown juice, okay? But not only is your game slipping, you let a newcomer come in to your set. This is your damn show. You've been here longer than anybody else. This is your show. You let somebody come on and outshine you in the shit talking department, and she ain't even good at that. So let's talk about this newcomer. This new so-called celebrity stylist named Shania. Okay. First of all, let me remind you, Shania, you just got here. You just got here 2 damn days ago. Like, I don't even know where the hell you came from. You just got here. There is rules to this game here. There's rules. You can't just coming for Jackie's title, okay? I want to be the one that really gets shit going. It don't work like that. I don't care if it's pre-planned or not. It do not work like that. There's rules to this. Okay, so supposedly last week Evelyn hired her to give Cristen a makeover. Okay, Cristen wasn't feeling it. It turned into pure mayhem, and Evelyn started crying and Cristen started crying, and then it left off where everyone's at the table eating. Okay, so, and you know, if you see my video last week, I want to know, number one, like, how the hell the damn so-called celebrity stylist, why is she even at the table eating with us? Like, we don't know her, okay? That was number one. But number two, her game's a little raggedy. Something going on here. Now, she claimed that, or she acted like she did not know Cristen when she came in to do the makeover. Like, nobody said, she didn't say, hey, Cristen, how you doing? Like, I remember you. She didn't say, hey, Cristen, I'm friends with your sister. None of that. None of that. It was just like, she was just new on the scene. Okay. Fast forward to this week. Okay, so she's supposed to be out on a walk with Kristen's sister, Asia. And she tells Asia, yeah, I was hired to do your sister's hair. Now, right there. That indicates to me you know her or you know of her. This is no stranger off the street. Like, you are familiar with who the hell Cristen is. So why did you come on the scene last week acting like you didn't know who she was? Okay? Now, this is right there. And Jackie should have been on this. Jackie should have been on this. I don't know if the brown juice is making her game off a little bit, but Jackie, you should have been on that. Who the hell is this new girl? So she's walking with Asia, and Asia mentions to her in a very vindictive way that her sister didn't have a miscarriage, she had an abortion. Okay? Now this is a huge difference between the two. But what I want to know is, maybe I misunderstood. She did say that this was her sister, okay? So last week, when she was talking to Cristen, it didn't seem like there was any animosity there outside of normal sibling rivalry. But when you tell someone that your sister's a bold-faced liar, and not only that, you put her with the abortion tag, this is a little more than sibling rivalry. What the hell is going on? So when Jackie gets the explosive information from Shania, something like that, she runs back and tells the rest of the group, Evelyn, no, and Tammy. She told Tammy first. But here's where I'm disappointed in Jackie. Okay, if you're going to repeat a story, Jackie, you're forgetting to tweak it. And what I mean by that is the little clause words. I call them clause because it lets you off the hook. Okay, you have to have it in. When you repeat a story, you have to have the little clause words in there. Like, I heard. You can't go back and say, Shania said. You have to say, I heard. Because if you go back and tell Shania said, that's putting Shania on the hook for it. That means, Shania, you have to take accountability for what you said. Also, if you don't say, I heard, or allegedly, or there's a rumor, this makes it where you cannot change your story later. Now, you should be very, very familiar with not backing yourself into a corner. Because every episode, the group hates you. But this is your fault. You're leaving out little clause words. Like, I heard. So you go back and you tell Tammy, of all people, Shania said that Cristen didn't have an abortion. Didn't have a miscarriage. She had an abortion. Now, right there, it's almost your duty to repeat it, but you didn't do it the right way. So, child, when Tammy found this out, this just set off a whole new round of fury. Because remember now, Tammy and Evelyn are going through problems of getting pregnant. So to even hear that somebody had an abortion sets them off right there. And then not to mention that she lied about it. Okay, so that ain't good right there. And then 2, 3 is that Evelyn still had to pay for the damn stylist that you end up not using. Okay, Cristen, your ass is in hot water. And I'm sure when you got the call that you were going to be on Basketball Wives, you were excited. Yeah, I'm going to be on national TV. But you didn't know that if you don't handle this shit, it can go wrong. It can go real wrong for your ass. And it's not easy to handle, and it's not. So I don't know what you and your sisters got going on, because last episode you were talking to her, telling her what you thought about Evelyn. They're like the Golden Girls, AKA bunch of old bitches. Basically, that's when I hear Golden Girls, that's what I think of. And y'all were talking, and y'all was talking about resolving your relationship. Fast forward to this episode, what kind of sister stabs her other sister in the back like that? Was this a planned thing? I'm really confused. Child, please, y'all keep saying y'all mothers hate each other. What's that got to do with y'all? I'm confused. Child, this is crazy. And I also noticed that, Cristen, every time you get upset, you want to leave the room. I'm trying to tell you, that's a bad move with these girls. You cannot leave the room. Because number one, it screams guilt when you leave the room. And 2, you don't want them to have any time alone to talk about your ass in group setting. Okay? So this episode is not looking too good for you, Cristen. I'm just saying. So besides the whole abortion gate issue, there really wasn't too much more going on. You had Brandy, who returned out of nowhere and realized that Shawnee and Tammy still hate her. But the baffling part is she really said, I don't understand what I did. Did you just wipe out a whole season in your head? What do you mean you don't understand? They've been hating you for a long time now, so I'm confused as to what part don't you understand. Did you forget you almost got fired because you called Shawnee a bitch? Did you forget that you were Duff's ride or die and encouraged her to keep talking shit to Tammy? What part don't you get? The only reason I'm thinking you're on the show is because of Malaysia. So, you'll find out pretty soon that you done burned some serious bridges here. They also showed Tammy and her boyfriend at home in their natural element. I really like these scenes because no one's life is always on 10. So I'd like to see what they do in their personal lives besides fight and argue for the show. So Tammy is looking into possibly getting a surrogate for to carry her baby since she seems to be having a lot of fertility problems. And it looked like Reggie was down with it. And we had Bonnie Jill, who looked like a little lost dog. And I'm not saying that because she loves puppies and warm walks in the park. I'm saying that because every time there's a situation, she just has this paranoid look on her face. So when Sanaya was getting drunk at the table, poor little Bonnie Jill, she just didn't know what to do. She's just like, you know, I think I'm with the wrong group. I should be hanging out with Shawnee and them. You know, I don't know how she got this job, but this might have been a wrong casting call right here. I'm just saying, she's nice, she's pretty, she's just not basketball wife material. So, you know, and I feel bad because, you know, the other girls are so rough around the edges. I feel like they're really gonna hurt her. So next week, I'm sure we're gonna find out how the hell Jackie Christie gets herself out of this mess that she put herself in. You know, she's the one that's spreading the word about the abortion, and I mean, between both groups, and just how she's going to cope with getting herself in some more mess like she does every other season. So I'll be there next week to see her. Usually she drinks her way out of things. Maybe she has a different approach this week. We'll find out. So thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.